Alright, well, hey there, Twisted Sage here. Seventh day in bed. Things have obviously been a bit frustrating. Not the type of vacation I was trying to take. Sun is currently, I think it's 21 degrees Taurus. And the moon's 26 degrees Virgo. So we have two of the two major earth signs that deal with food. Moon dealing with our diet, daily routine. And Sun and Taurus dealing with that quality of food and the pleasure we get by eating food. I have had small progress. You know, I guess I am a bit more of a fate versus free will type, unfortunately. And maybe it depends on the individual. Maybe free will is easier for others, but some of us are locked into a fated pattern. Because I've been on both sides of the fence, having when your life keeps hitting you with events in life that make you pessimistic or depressed, you know, we might be super, but we're still human, still an animal affected by the greater atmosphere, environment that we endure. Again, recap, it's been a series of different astrological events that have led here. Obviously, there's a build-up over time, but I've been struggling to find a rhythm of eating for three to four years now. You know, and it's you know, it's tough for that Cancer Moon thing. You know, when I went veggie for 5 months, dude, you're hungry all the fucking time. Like, I never was satisfied. Like, I could do it, but it's like, there's this void. You want to eat. It's probably most hard for the Cancers and the Tauruses. You know, if you tend to look at people of Taurus energy are your bigger people. Mix some Cancer and some Taurus. Especially your Taurus are your slow movers. They don't care to move. Most. There are always exceptions to rules, but if Taurus is comfortable, they're not going to go out of their way to change. That's what Uranus is doing in Taurus. So, yeah, it's a mixture of Pluto going retrograde in my 6th house, the eclipse, the solar eclipse, which is a new moon. So sun and moon directly opposed, the deepest part of my chart, 9 degrees, which is actually 11 degrees of Scorpio, but that 9 degree and some change, Jupiter at Scorpio is less than 2 degrees orb from exactly conjunct to that bottom. So think of the bottom of the chart as like midnight, some of the darkest skies in your existence. And mine happens to be Scorpio, one of the darkest signs there is. Yeah, I guess I have good faith. I'm going to pull through all this. Not too over worried, but it's fucking my financial situation. That's for damn sure. So then also on that eclipse day, we had Uranus 14 degrees, which is less than 1 degree orb from squaring my ruling planet, the sun, because I'm a Leo rising. So we kind of have an activation of the grand fixed square that's already in my chart, which is a aspect of soul growth, grand fixed squares or grand squares. But perhaps the fixed one is the hardest one because it's just that fixed. The most stubborn. But now we also currently have Uranus has moved into 15 degrees now, so now it's directly squaring my sun. Which is dealing with, I guess it's the square between the higher learning of quality of rightful food and my daily eating habits, because my sun is in my 6th house. Natally, I have the sun, Mercury, Venus all in the 6th. So Venus being the planet of food, dealing with Taurus, now that I've thought back, this American eating lifestyle has been horrid, throughout most of my life. I mean, maybe 10% of all my stool has ever been solid, really, when I think back. A lot of stomach, intestinal pains from this American eating. Being a stoner didn't help shit. Why? Because I fucking would eat everything. Portion size probably been a big problem in my life. So shortly after that eclipse, came my lunar return, which happened to be conjunct Black Moon Lilith. That dark slutty bitch that wants what she wants, going to do anything to get it. So I called that poisonous nutrition, and it's about to go retrograde into Gemini. You know, I feel very misled in that, like, I always felt like if you, like, I'm designed to treat people kind and do good for people, but, you know, I always felt like, well, if you do good things are going to happen to you, but I don't know that that's always, I don't know that that's true. Might still be the right thing to do. Um, but also from my recent astrology reading, you know, I've been going through an eighth house progression. Maybe since somewhere in my 20s, I guess. At 16, I became a progressed, you know, because your chart continues to move as you live. So at 16, I moved from being an Aquarius to being a Pisces. So that took a minute for it to end up because 11 degrees Pisces is where my Placidus houses change from 7th house to 8th house. And the 8th house is the house of trauma. So it's not necessarily that I deserve all this, but it is the river ride, if you will, that my soul is embarking upon this life. Good news is, in about 4 years, I get to become an Aries. So I don't know, maybe it's actually going to be even late. The best of my life's going to be as I'm older. Fucking stupid. But whatever. I'll take it. This suffering ain't no fun. Alright. Started that out. Was trying to fit more into this experience I'm going through. But we're already at 13 minutes, so. Yeah, this eclipse season's been fucking gnarly. Physically for me. No, I'm not the only one going through it, but fuck. Alright. Hopefully I'll be walking tomorrow. Got some bills to pay. Hee hee.